And we are back. Welcome back into another edition of Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube, where I do a live play-by-play of college basketball games in the March Madness tournament. So stay in the know here with my channel. This is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Stream number 2 starting out with a tip-off in about 5 minutes from now. The number 15 seed Colgate Raiders taking on the number 2 seed, the Tennessee Volunteers. In this one, there was a 2 versus 15 game that was pretty close throughout the majority of that one yesterday. Michigan State against Bradley, but towards the end, Michigan State pulled away in that one. But here we are, Tennessee against Colgate starting up in a few minutes. If you're new to the channel, make sure to hit that like button down below. Subscribe as well. Just updating you guys on what's been going on Friday of the tournament right now. Hey, what's up, Ryan Johnson? Thank you for coming back here into the chat. Let's see what went on. Bracket buster there was. Number 10 seeded Iowa about 20 minutes ago beat number 7 seeded Cincinnati. So that one busted my bracket. Iowa beating Cincinnati. I took Cincinnati deep into the tournament, but Iowa with a 7-point victory, 79-72 against Cincinnati. How about number 9 seed Oklahoma crushing Ole Miss today? Wasn't even close, as Oklahoma won 95-72. I'm going for Tennessee in this game, of course. For my entire bracket, I picked North Carolina in the final against Duke, and I've got UNC winning Duke by 2, 81-79. So that's in the final. But this game, of course, I've got Tennessee over Colgate. But just like the last game, Tennessee had 17 turnovers in the SEC title game against Auburn. They lost to Auburn 84-64. Here's a Colgate team that's won 11 straight games in a row. They've made their first March Madness tournament appearance since 1996. They got a career-high 35 points out of Jordan Burns for Colgate in the last game in the Patriot League final against Bucknell. Colgate put 94 points on the board. They beat Bucknell 94-80. Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate that. If you know anybody who thinks that they like the channel, feel free to spread that message over as well. So just updating you guys in a couple of other games going on. Texas Tech, the 3 seed, playing against Northern Kentucky right now. Texas Tech with an 8-point lead, 42-34 with around 15-20 left to go in that game. And we have a game tied up at halftime. Kansas State against UC Irvine, so they're neck and neck at the half. I think the interesting thing was the leading scorer for Kansas State, Barry Brown Jr., is currently in foul trouble, I believe he has. Yep, he has 2 fouls charged for him, 0 points scored for Barry Brown. So Kansas State's been able to score on the hands of Xavier Sneed, Cartier Jada, Michael Maween in there, and then off the bench with McGuirl as well. But that game's tied up at halftime between K-State and UC Irvine. I'll update you guys on the score of that one when we do go along, but in a few minutes from now, we'll have tip-off with Colgate against Tennessee. The other game going on will tip off around 3:10. About 12 minutes from now will be the number 16 seed, the Gardner-Webb Bulldogs, taking on the number 1 seed, Virginia Cavaliers. So Gardner-Webb taking on Virginia around 3:10 today. Arizona State tipping off against Buffalo. That one will tip off at 4 o'clock today. Oregon against Wisconsin at 4:30. But here we are, Colgate against Tennessee. In this one, I'm going Tennessee, of course. Tennessee ranks top 10 in the nation in this. They're 6th in shooting percentage in college basketball right now, shooting the ball at 49.8% from the floor, just below 50% from the field. Tennessee is also 6th in college basketball in blocks per game as well. They rank 4th in college basketball in assists per game. So they have a bunch of key name players here on the roster. Jordan Bone's the leading assist man. He ranks 1st in the SEC in assists per game for Jordan Bone. He has 4 games with 10 or more assists this season. He had a career high 27 points against Kentucky back on March 2nd. Also, other players in there for Tennessee to watch out for. The leading scorer in the SEC for points per game, Grant Williams, is averaging 19 points per game. He had a career-high 43 points against Vanderbilt this season. Admiral Schofield has 30 games with double-digit points on the season for Tennessee. Admiral Schofield ranks 6th in points per game scored, averaging just above 16 points per game. Let's look at Colgate's rosters. They're coming off their first NCAA tournament appearance since 1996. They beat Bucknell 94-80 to get here in the Patriot League tournament final. Jordan Burns delivered a career-high 35 points that game. Jordan Burns ranks third in assists per game in the Patriot League, just below 6 assists per game. And then the player to watch out for, Rapolis Ivanauskis for the Colgate Raiders. He has double-digit points in 27 games this season out of the 34 that he's played in. For Colgate, he ranks 5th in the conference for points scored per game. So this one just about to get tipped off right now. Tennessee against Colgate. So we haven't started, but we're right here at the tip-off circle. So here we are. Tennessee in the white jerseys, orange lettering. Colgate in the dark red jerseys, white lettering. We get ourselves ready for the tip-off. Tennessee controls the tip. This one is on CBS as well. So broadcast television with 19:50 left to go. Tennessee control the tip. They have it at the top of the key here. Grant Williams passes over to Lamonte Turner. And they're passing around the perimeter, right wing, that three-point perimeter for Tennessee. Turner taking it inside, passes it right side baseline, kicks it back outside to Turner. Top of the key, left wing here. Jordan Bone, three-point shot, air ball, offensive board up and in right there by Admiral Schofield. This one starts out with a Tennessee miss with an air ball and a teammate helping out, putting in the bucket home. 2-0 Vols. 19:20 left to go in the first. Colgate with the ball, moving in the perimeter. Terrible shot selection right there by Colgate. Try to float that one home. Wasn't even close. Air ball by Will Raymond. Tennessee now with the ball. They're at the left wing in that three-point perimeter. Jacob Fleshman. Ball goes back. Top of the key. 3. Nails that one out to a hot start. Lamonte Turner buries the 3. 5-zip. Tennessee. 18:50 left to go. The Patriot League champs in trouble early. On their first possession, they went in the key, floated it up, got airballed. Here's their second possession of the day. Top of the key here with Jordan Burns. Burns coming off that career-high 35-point performance in Bucknell in the Patriot League final. They passed. It was tipped inside. Ball is stolen away by Tennessee. Nice effort right there by the Vols. 18.5 left to go. Tennessee with the ball, passing left wing, trying to dribble baseline. Tennessee dribbling out. And they're going to set back the offense here with 18:15 left to go in the first. Tennessee with the ball, left wing of the perimeter. Turner feeds it down, baseline, jumper. Schofield up and in off the backboard, 7-zip. Colgate in trouble early in this one. They have a goose egg on the board. 7-0 with 17:55 left to go in the first. Another steal by Tennessee. This game has gone rocky from the start. Tennessee taking it up into the lane, laying it up and in Lamonte Turner. 9-0, guys. 17:40 left to go. Colgate has a goose egg on the scoreboard. 9-0, 17.5 left. Colgate with the ball. Trying to move inside. Colgate does get the bucket. I have no clue what channel it is on DirecTV because people have different cable packages, but I know it's CBS. So whatever your CBS channel is, it's probably something with like a low number as well because it's one of the first channels, like a 4 or a 3. It's probably something with a very low number if you have DirecTV. Top of the key 3, Turner, no good. Rebounded by Colgate. 9-2 is the score. Colgate with a rebound. They take it past the right side of the timeline here. Jordan Burns trying to make the move inside. Burns gets fouled. They'll go to the line. So this game just started with Colgate and Tennessee right now. Monte Turner just checked out of the game for Tennessee. Colgate gets the inbound here, so they have it. Top of the key, they pass it to the right wing of that three-point perimeter. Right elbow pass, left wing 3. No good from the outside by Colgate. And a Tennessee ball on it. You're welcome, no problem. As that's a rebounding foul on the play by Colgate as they try to rebound that one up. So Tennessee will get the ball. The Vols take it past the timeline here with Jordan Bone. He passes it off, and now they pass inside. Jumper. Too good. Shooting from the field right now for the Vols. 11-2 is the score. Grant Williams Hits the shot home. 9-point lead. 16:25 left to go in the first. Colgate with the ball. At the right elbow, they pass it off. And still dribbling. A lot of dribbling here by Colgate. And exchange of the ball. Almost lost it. They pass it. Left wing 3. No good. Hits the top of the iron. Tennessee too tall. And one man back. Oh, they missed the layup. Admiral Schofield was all alone but missed the layup. Should have had 13 on the board still. It's 11-2. Deep 3. Oh, Colgate connected from 3-point range. Jordan Burns from the outside. 11-5. Colgate, they'll survive by hitting 3-point shots like that. Tennessee, low pose. No good. Fight for the rebound. Offensive rebound. Colgate with a block. What a block. With 15:35 left to go. Another 3. Oh, and he hits again. Baby Jordan Burns. Colgate staying in this game by transition 3-point shots right now. This is unreal. 6-0 run in 30 seconds by Colgate. Tennessee with the ball. We'll try this again. Right wing of the perimeter, top of the key. Left wing here. Jordan Bone with it. Nice posterizing jam. 13-8 right now with a slam. Tennessee up by 5 with 15:05 left to go in the first. Colgate with the ball. And that one gets tipped out of bounds. Will be Colgate basketball. We're on the first timeout of the field. So, yeah, this looked like a blowout from the start, but Colgate managing to hit some 3-point shots. So, this game does not get blown out from the very start. Going to update you guys with the score here. If you haven't done so already, hit that like button down below. Subscribe to my channel as well. This is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube, as I do play-by-play live reaction to college basketball games. So stay in the know with my channel. This is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. So 15:05 left to go in the first. Just going to look at some of these team stats, and then I'll update you guys on what's been going on with other games going on in college basketball. So that's what I'll do right now. I know Kansas State and UC Irvine is currently at the half, and they are tied up at 30 at halftime. So let's see here at the half. Actually, it all depends on the game where people come out for my chat and stuff. Usually I get a lot of people like later in the game or so. The last game, Cincinnati against Iowa, I got like a ton of people into that game. Oh, sponsor. Oh, for a sponsor. I don't have a sponsor yet on here. I haven't checked into that yet, but I don't have a sponsor yet for my channel. Let's see how both of these teams are doing. Both of these teams shooting above 50% or above from the field currently in this game. 2 turnovers by Colgate, but they're 2 for 4 shooting 3-point ball right now from behind the arc. Colgate 6 points leading the way. Jordan Burns dropping a career high 35 points against Bucknell in the Patriot League final. 5 points leading the way. Lamonte Turner for Tennessee. Actually, this is not my job. I actually got today and yesterday out of work. I took them off for vacation days to do this because I had so many vacation days that I was able to take this off. So this is just kind of like a thing for fun for me right now until I get like enough subscribers or so where I'm able to enter that thing to make like money off of it and stuff like that. But I do have an actual job where I work like 8:30 to 5 usually on the weekdays or so. I took the both of these days off though because I had like so many vacation days. I was able to do that to watch the tournament. So I'm just going to update you guys here with a score. So Texas Tech pulling away against Northern Kentucky in that game with 10:50 left to go. Texas Tech's up 53-38. Kansas State, UC Irvine tied up at the half, 30 even. And right now, Tennessee up by 5 against Colgate. Did Penn State make it to the tournament? No, they did not. So no Penn State in this tournament. They have not made a March Madness tournament in like 4 ages, basically. I think like 2002 or something like that was the last time they've been in the tournament. It's been a long time since Penn State made it. Great football school, but completely different at basketball. One of the bottom teams in the Big Ten usually. Colgate, they save it before they go Go out of bounds with it, trying to dribble baseline now. Working baseline for the Raiders. No good. The shot gets tipped out of bounds. Turnover, Tennessee ball. So, yeah, Penn State has always been a really good football program, but for basketball, they've never been a strong basketball program at all. Same as Wake Forest. Wake Forest for like the past decade hasn't been good at basketball either. So here we are back to action. Oh, Colgate with a steal off of Tennessee on transition here. Oh, they should have took the open three. Three ball outside. Colgate, no good. Air ball, offensive rebound. Couldn't get the putback. They couldn't finish. Rebounded by Tennessee. 13-8, 14-15 left to go in the first. Tennessee with the ball left elbow. They dribble back to the left side of the three-point perimeter. 14-10 left to go in the first. Tennessee with the ball. Now they're trying to dribble left baseline jumper. No good as it was too strong off the glass. Fight for the ball. Tie up. It'll be Colgate's possession. Going to update you guys with a chat here once again. Colgate currently down by 5 against Tennessee. 13-8. If you're new to the channel, hit the like button down below. Hit subscribe as well. I'll be back later tonight with Central Florida going up against VCU in the 9 versus 8 matchup. But here we are, Colgate with the ball in the inbound with 13:55 left to go in the first. Moving to the bucket, but Tennessee there with a huge block. John Fulkerson for the Vols, getting his hands right on the ball, swatting that one all the way to the camera crew outside the baseline. So Colgate will get the possession back here in the inbound. They pass the ball all the way to the back corner of the front court. Pass it right wing of the perimeter here for the Raiders. Dribbling towards the top of the key, burst of speed inside, and he's fouled. And Colgate will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws with Tucker Richardson, the freshman from Flemington, New Jersey. Richardson, a 69% free throw shooter in the year for Colgate. 13-8 is the score currently. We have 13:45 left to go. Colgate at the free throw line shooting 2. One of the smallest schools in the NCAA tournament, I believe. Wofford is the smallest with around 1,400 students enrolled. Colgate with just over 2,000. Knocks them down. Double-digit points on the board for Colgate. 3-point game. They are staying with Tennessee right now through the first 8 minutes, 20 seconds. 13:35 left to go in the first. 13-10, Tennessee with a lead. Tennessee, left wing with the ball with a 3-point perimeter, top of the key. They pass it right wing. Schofield, dribbling baseline, floater. Admiral Schofield missed the shot. Saved by his teammate. Offensive rebound by John Fulkerson. Tennessee with a deep 3. Ah, they nail that. Tennessee nails the 3-point shot from the outside. Jordan Bowden. Great shot right there, 16-10. 16-10. Turnover on the play. So Colgate just turned over the ball, and they were trying to get the ball towards the right side of the perimeter with 13:04 left to go. This is the first tournament appearance by Colgate since 1996 in the March Madness tournament. So it's been that long. The ball will go back to Tennessee here on the inbound. 13:04 left to go before halftime. So Tennessee with the ball now. If you haven't done so already, hit the like button down below. Hit subscribe as well. Tennessee now with the ball in the hands of Jordan Bowden. Passes that one off at the free throw circle. Kicks it back out left corner. Left wing of the perimeter, Turner. Back left corner 3, Tennessee. No good. Hits the top of the rim. Fight for the rebound. Colgate has the rebound. 16-10 with 12:40 left to go. Yeah, Colgate's been staying in this with defense. They've been able to force some shots going off the mark by Tennessee. Tennessee's a really good shooting team. Open shot. No good by Colgate, though. Colgate saves the ball, and they put the ball into the hands of Tennessee. Here we go. Fast break, Tennessee. Right wing 3, Bowden. No good, and that one skips over the top of the backboard out of bounds. Colgate staying in this, contesting shots. This isn't a blowout at all like yesterday with Gonzaga against Fairleigh Dickinson. I'm surprised Colgate stuck in. Just like Bradley did against Michigan State. That one was a little closer, though. 6-point game here. Colgate with the ball. Top of the key here for the Raiders. Now they pass it off. Ooh, they almost lost control of that. They do get it back into their hands, though. Right wing of the perimeter. They move with the ball. Jordan Burns, 3. Oh, he hits it. Jordan Burns, spectacular from behind the arc for Colgate. 16-13. He has 9 points. Perfect 3 for 3 from behind the arc. A foul called on the play with 11:48 left to go. We reach another TV timeout on the floor, but Jordan Burns, baby, knocking down 3 perfect 3-point shots. And Colgate's only down by 3 points, guys. 11:48 left to go. When we do get back into this game, this is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Hit that like button down below. Hit subscribe as well to my channel. So, just going to update you guys on the scores of the rest of the games going on. Texas Tech up against Northern Kentucky, 57-43. UC Irvine, Kansas State just started out the second half. We're tied up at 30 over there. And Tennessee up by 3 in this one against Colgate. Game just started. Virginia against Gardner-Webb. First ever tournament appearance by Gardner-Webb. It's tied up at 2 with 17:50 left to go in that one. So we're 2 minutes into the game with Virginia and Gardner-Webb, and it's only 2 points by both of these teams. Wow. So Gardner-Webb trying to be this year's UMBC if it happens, and that game is tied up at 2 in the early stages of that one. Gardner-Webb actually took the lead, so 4 points now for Gardner-Webb, up with 17:38 left to go before halftime. But here we are, Colgate against Tennessee. Colgate shooting the ball 50% from three-point range. All three-point shots have been made by Jordan Burns, having that career-high Patriot League tournament final game with 35 points, a career high for Burns. He has 9 today. He's going to need a whole lot more, but Tennessee this season, shooting from the field, they shoot the ball around 50% from the field. They rank 6th in all college basketball in shooting percentage. Colgate playing some defense, allowing Tennessee currently to shoot the ball below that shooting percentage on the season at 44% instead of the season 50%. So a little bit below currently their shooting percentage for Tennessee. I haven't seen the Tar Heels commercial. Yeah, I took North Carolina to win it all over Duke in the final. I think it'll come down to like a final shot or so, like Cameron Johnson or Kobe White, who will hit the 3 ball at the end. But we're on a TV timeout right now. Colgate staying pretty close to Tennessee in the early stages here. 16-13 is the score with 11:48 when we do get back to action in this game momentarily after the commercial break. Gardner-Webb up against Virginia, 16 minutes left, 6-4 right now. Yeah, I've got North Carolina going all the way. Arizona State against Buffalo. That one will tip off at 4 o'clock. But here we are getting ready to go back to action. Tennessee and Colgate. Colgate staying right with Tennessee at the moment. Tennessee's leading scorer, Lamonte Turner and Jordan Bowden, both have 5. Here we are back to action. Tennessee with the inbound. Top of the key, passing it off. Left wing of the perimeter. Back to Turner. Top of the key, dribbling with it. Turner with 11:38 remaining. Passes it. Trying to make their move inside. Bowden passes that one. Right wing of the perimeter. Jordan Bone in the key. Bone kicks it back outside to Turner. Lamonte Turner with a go-ahead shot against Kentucky in the SEC final. Missed that 3-point shot. He does get his own Jordan Bone gets the offensive rebound there. Jordan Bone sets up the offense for Tennessee. 16-13, 11-12 remaining in the first. Tennessee with the ball, right wing perimeter, Bowden. They pass it around the perimeter into the hands of Grant Williams. Williams passes, jumper, free throw circle. Bowden knocks it down for Tennessee, 18-13. Going to update you guys with a score here in the chat. Feel free to hit that like button down below, guys. Share, subscribe to my videos as I do play-by-play to March Madness games in the tournaments. Colgate with the ball. They're at the right side of that 3-point perimeter. They're down by 5. They're moving right side baseline with Rapulus, Ivan Nauskis, and a steal by Tennessee, taking it all the way up to the rim, laying it in. Lamonte Turner, or Jordan Bone, number 0. Lamonte Turner's number 1. Jordan Bone lays it in for Tennessee, 20-13. 12 points in the paint so far by the Vols. We'll try this again with Colgate. They're down by 7. Colgate right wing of the perimeter with that Ivan Nauskis. And a foul by Tennessee on the play. So foul by Tennessee on the play. It's a 7-point game so far in this one. We have 10-17 left to go. Tennessee just picked up the foul on the play. So Colgate will get the inbound here. They pass it left wing at that 3-point perimeter. They dribble towards that top of the key with Jordan Burns. Already has 9 points out of the 13 for the Raiders. They try to dribble inside. Lots of bodies on the ground. And the ball last touched by Tennessee. They try to make a diving effort for it as it was on the side of the baseline. But Tennessee last touched it out of bounds. So Colgate will get the ball back on the inbound with 10:02 remaining, 6 on the shot clock. Colgate looking to inbound pass it. They do. They find their man. 3 on the shot clock. Right wing 3. Colgate. No good from the outside by Jordan Burns. Rebounded by Tennessee. Vols up by 7. 9:50 remaining before halftime. Trying to go inside. No good. Couldn't beat the Colgate defense. Good defense right there by Colgate. Right wing of the perimeter. He takes it up. Nice pass inside under the basket. Up and in. Colgate banks that one home. 5-point game. 20-15. Tennessee with a ball. Kicked ball on the play. Colgate is very well keeping up with Tennessee. Only a 5-point game at the moment. Right now, 37-35. Kansas State leading UC Irvine by 2 at the moment as well. Tennessee with the ball as they get the inbounds. They have it top of the key here. Grant Williams passes. Schofield, right corner 3. No good. Ugly shot. Hit the bottom part of the iron right there by Admiral Schofield. Rebounded by Colgate. Colgate at the right wing of the perimeter moving baseline. They kick it back outside, except it's stolen away. Tennessee with a steal with the ball in their hands. They take it past the timeline with Lamonte Turner. They feed it inside. No good. 2 chances to try to tip it in, but offensive rebound once again. Tennessee sets it up. Jordan Bone taking time off the clock. 8:50 left to go in the first. He passes it left wing of the perimeter. Tennessee with the ball. They pass it underneath the basket. A foul called. A foul committed by Colgate with 8:46 left to go in the first. The reach-in called on the play. Going to update you guys with the score once again. Five-point game. Tennessee to inbound. They put it all the way to the back of the front court. Back left corner with it. Lamonte Turner. They pass around that right wing of that 3-point perimeter. Jordan Bone has the ball. He has 4 games with 10 or more assists this season. Another foul committed by Colgate. That's their 4th of the half. So it'll be another inbound by Tennessee. Colgate just trying to go in for the steal right there and couldn't be successful. So here we are once again. Tennessee to inbound. Open shot. Colgate forgot how to play defense. They didn't realize that they were back to action off the inbound. Luckily for Colgate, Tennessee missed the open 3-point shot. That was as open as you can get. Colgate got the rebound. Colgate with the ball left wing of the perimeter, pushing it now to the right wing. As the ball goes into the hands of Tucker Richardson. Deep 3. Oh, Colgate knocks it down. 20-18. This 3-point scoring affair with Jack Ferguson by Colgate off the bench, putting some points on the board. What a game here with both of these teams. That Colgate with 8 minutes remaining has stayed in this game with Tennessee. Underneath the basket. No good. Tennessee offensive rebound. Second chance points. Good. 22-18. Colgate left wing open 3. No good. Hits the front part of the iron. That was a miss by Colgate. Rebounded by Tennessee. Weaving between defenders. Laying it up and in right there. That's too easy. Oh, off the inbound. Make it 2 more. Colgate misplayed the inbound. Tennessee was there to steal it back. 4 points in 2 seconds. And there you go. There you have it, boys. Tennessee running away now. 26-18. How about that? 4 points in 2 seconds with 2 separate baskets by Tennessee. It was 22-18 a moment ago, and now it's 26-18. So Tennessee weaving in between the defense, laying it up and in, and then they steal the inbound and bank it home off the backboard. If you're new to the channel, hit that like button down below. Hit subscribe as well to my channel as I do play-by-play the March Madness game, so stay in the know here with Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. So right now we're on a TV timeout. It was close for a minute, and then Tennessee just got 2 straight baskets within like 4 seconds or something crazy. So it's now 26-18. So it looks like Ryan Johnson's back. Thank you so much for joining me back here on the channel. The leading scorer right now for Colgate, Jordan Burns, 9 points. The leading scorer for Tennessee, 2 players right now with 7 points, Lamonte Turner and Jordan Bowden off the bench for Tennessee. Let's see some of these team stats right now. Colgate shooting the ball 44% from three-point range. Tennessee shooting 22% from three-point range. 2 for 9 for Tennessee. So good defense by Colgate. Not great on the inbound, though, in the last play, as Colgate had a chance to make it 24-20. But no, they misplayed the inbound. Tennessee stole it, laid it up and in. That was just careless basketball right there. But Tennessee at the moment is out rebounding Colgate 14-11. Yeah, I think right now there's people that go in and off throughout the chat. The last game got a lot of activity in the chat. It depends on what the game is most likely. That's probably why, because I did Iowa against Cincinnati that like wrapped up around like 45 minutes ago, and I got like a good amount of people in there at once. It all depends on the teams that play. And in the round of 32, I know that there's going to be like bigger teams playing each other. Say if like Tennessee was playing somebody like Michigan State or Michigan, that would be totally different. Are you planning to stream Kansas versus Auburn tomorrow? I don't think I'll be able to do that one, because I think I'll be able to get the games only on CBS because I don't have cable back here. And I don't believe that was on my schedule to do that Kansas versus Auburn tomorrow. So sadly, I don't think I'll be able to do that. Here's the games that I will be doing tomorrow. Maryland against LSU, 12:10. Wofford against Kentucky, 2:45. Florida against Michigan, 5:15. Minnesota against Michigan State, 7:45. Seems like when I've done videos, it seems like Michigan State has been like the larger crowd right behind Duke and North Carolina. Like Duke and North Carolina get like the most people in the chat, and then Michigan and Michigan State get like the second and third right behind that. But here we are back to action. Colgate with the ball. They feed it inside underneath the basket, and they get a second chance opportunity, and they put it home off the glass. So nice offensive rebound, and Colgate gets the bucket off the backboard. It's only a 6-point game. So not like Fairleigh Dickinson against Gonzaga here. This is actually a competitive contest. Tennessee with the ball. Top of the key three, Schofield. No good. Admiral Schofield has missed 2 3-point shots that's hit the front part of the iron. That's looked really ugly right now. Colgate with the ball at the free throw circle. Trying to hand it off to somebody. And looking for someone. They do. They're at the left elbow now, trying to work their way inside left baseline. Trying to back their way in there. Rapulous. Ivanauskis. No good on the shot. That was close. Almost got it, but no cigar there. Tennessee with the ball. They're at the right elbow. Jordan Bone. Bone, he passes it off to Grant Williams. Back to Bone. Jordan Bone, the point guard, of course, for Tennessee. He passes it off. John Fulkerson, top of the key. He passes that one off to Jordan Bowden. Oh, we got ourselves a foul on the play. 6:06 left to go in the first. Foul called. And the timeout on the floor. On the play, Colgate surprisingly staying in there. It's only 26-20 right now. So just like Bradley against Michigan State yesterday, that game was a little bit closer, but this, as a 2 versus 15, isn't quite a blowout. Only a 6-point game so far. And we've seen blowouts in the tournament. The blowout with a 8 versus 9 Oklahoma against Ole Miss, but right now this is actually competitive basketball, which I'm surprised. Going to update you guys on the scoreboard right here. Looks like UC Irvine is taking advantage of Kansas State. UC Irvine is up against Kansas State 42-41 at the moment. So the Anteaters have the 1-point lead against K-State with 13 minutes left to go. Texas Tech looks like they'll get the W. They're beating Northern Kentucky 66-50. So Texas Tech in the lead, up by 16 in that game. Oh, man, that 1 seed with Virginia, guys. Watch out. Oh, this might happen again. Gardner-Webb has a 17-10 lead against Virginia with 11 minutes left to go in the first. Oh, my goodness. So Gardner-Webb is up by 7 against Virginia on True TV at the moment with 11:10 left to go in the first. Talking about Virginia getting upset again, man. Wow. UMBC last year, Gardner-Webb in their first tournament. It might happen. Still a lot of basketball yet to be played, but Virginia in trouble early against Gardner-Webb. Other than that, close game between UC Irvine and Kansas State. Going to update you guys later with that one, but here we are looking at both of these team stats between Colgate and Tennessee. Colgate doing a nice job with their defense, only allowing Tennessee to shoot the ball at 43% from the field. Tennessee on the season ranked 6th in college basketball, around 50% shooting from the field this season. Of course, the size difference is there, so Tennessee out-rebounding Colgate 15-13 at the moment. And Colgate, the turnovers have plagued them, 6 turnovers so far by the Raiders. Other than that, the defense, though, has been keeping them in. And also, they've had some clutch three-point shots as well from some of their players in the game. Jordan Burns, definitely 9 points. He's cooled down just a little bit. Hasn't hit a shot in a few minutes, but he did have 9 points. So he's leading the way for Colgate. Leading the way for Tennessee currently, 7 points for Lamonte Turner and Jordan Bowden. So here we are getting ready to go back to action. Colgate against Tennessee. 6-point game with 6:06 left to go in the first. Tennessee gets the inbound. They're at the top of the key. Right wing Schofield. Tennessee with the ball. Dribbling right baseline. Backing his way in there. Grant Williams kicks it back out. Schofield passes left wing. Back to Schofield. Right wing here. Trying to take it inside. Turner. Back outside. Bowden 3. Knocks it down for Tennessee. 29-20. Tennessee with a 9-point lead. 5:45 left to go in the first. Colgate with the ball. If you guys are wondering, Gardner-Webb has a 20-10 lead against Virginia. Steal by Tennessee. 2-on-1 fast break. And up and in, and a foul as well. 31-20 Tennessee running away with this game. A couple of upset alerts to go over. Kansas State, UC Irvine tied up at 44, 12 minutes left. Gardner-Webb up 20-12 against Virginia with 10 minutes left to go in the first. Shot at the free throw line, no good by Tennessee. 5:25 left to go before halftime. Colgate with the ball dribbling left side baseline. Kicks it back outside, left wing of the perimeter. Free throw circle for Colgate, top of the key, passing it off, left wing here. This is Tucker Richardson. They pass it, lob pass inside, over the top. Oh, he missed the open layup by Colgate. Rebounded by Tennessee. 5 minutes left to go. 11-2 run in the last 2:50 of this game. Tennessee with the ball. They push it around the left side of the perimeter. Tennessee backing their way. Inside low post. Colgate tried to get the charge. Couldn't get it to go. Tennessee misses the shot anyway. Rebounded by Colgate. 4:50 left to go in the first. Colgate with the ball, right wing, that three-point perimeter, Jordan Burns. Burns, top of the key here, passes left wing. Tucker Richardson back to one of his teammates, Francisco Amiel, goes back inside to Ivan Noskis, and the ball gets tipped out of bounds with 4:34 left to go in the first. Colgate under the rim, no good, no foul either. Colgate tried to go with a backdoor cut right there underneath the rim and just too strong off the backboard. Rebounded by Tennessee. Tennessee takes it past the timeline. They have the ball into the hands of Schofield. He passes it off and making their way in there. Eves Pons, he passes. Bowden, ball stolen away. Colgate with a steal. Too much traffic in the key. 4:05 left to go in the first. Right side of the three-point perimeter for Colgate. Try to go in the lane. And a huge deflection. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Colgate. Oh my gosh, the whole Tennessee defense just swarming in from behind with a huge block, and the ball goes out of bounds. 31-20 Tennessee with a lead. We're on the TV timeout once again. Gonna update you guys with the score. This is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Make sure to hit that like button, share, subscribe to my videos. 31-20 right now. Just going to update you guys on what's going on at the moment. Texas Tech running away with 2 minutes remaining against Northern Kentucky. Texas Tech's up 70-52 in that game. Kansas State leading UC Irvine 47-44 with 11:40 left to go in action there. And how about Gardner-Webb? 24-14 Gardner-Webb with a 10-point lead against Virginia. So this Gardner-Webb team came to play today, and they're up against a 1 seed Virginia, once again, who for some reason forgets how to play basketball in the March Madness tournament. Make it 26-14 now. Gardner-Webb is up as the scoreboard just has changed. That game is on True TV at the moment. Gardner-Webb coming into that game with a 23-11 record on the season. They lost their first 3 games in a row. They lost at Virginia Commonwealth by 12 this season. Got crushed against Virginia Tech, 87-59. Lost against Furman by 2 points. But other than that, Gardner-Webb had a huge winning streak at one point in the season, and they ended on a 5-game winning streak in their conference tournament. So right now, we're going to get back to action momentarily. Tennessee against Colgate. Tennessee up by 11. Actually, the leading scorer for Colgate coming into this game hasn't even scored a single point yet. That's been a key factor for this one. He's 0 for 3 shooting from the field. That's Rapulus Ivanauskis for Colgate. He's 0 for 3 shooting from the field, 0 points right now for the Raiders. Other than that, the leading scorer, Jordan Burns, but Colgate's cooled down. Colgate's cooled down a ton. They haven't scored a single basket in 3 minutes in this game. So, yeah, Kansas State in that tight game with UC Irvine, 47-44 with 11.5 left to go. K-State's up in that game. And, of course, Virginia again, guys. Virginia losing to Gardner-Webb by double-digit points. 26-14 right now with 8:10 left to go in the first. So here we are getting ready to go back to action. Colgate with the ball. Or no, Tennessee with the ball now. Right corner of the perimeter. Right wing here for Tennessee. Jordan Bone. They pass it left wing here. That 3-point perimeter for Tennessee. They get the shot right there as it hits from behind the arc by Lamonte Turner. 34-20. Turner is 10. That ball goes out of bounds. Turnover by Colgate on the play. I'm going to update you guys with a score. 34-20 right now with 3:28 left to go. Ivanauskis, the leading scorer for Colgate, has yet to score. 3:42. The last 3 minutes and 42 seconds, Colgate has been held scoreless in this one. We have 3:28 left to go. Tennessee on that 14-2 run in the last 4.5 minutes. They have the ball left corner, that 3-point perimeter here for the Vols, backing their way in there. And nice tip and steal by Colgate. So Colgate takes that ball past the timeline. They put it at the top of the key. They pass it left wing of the perimeter, passing it baseline. Now for the Raiders, fake move inside jumper. Just not a good shot right there. Hit the rim short. Final alert, Texas Tech just beaten Northern Kentucky 72-57. So that game just finished. Texas Tech moves on to the next round as a 3 seed. Tennessee moving inside. Puts it up and in into the basket. This one's getting out of hand now. 36-20. Colgate was doing a pretty good job defensively, but now they've cooled down, and Tennessee's just the size advantage has been a pretty big factor. Gonna update you guys here with the score. It's a 16-point game here with 2:32 left to go. It looks like the leading scorer for Colgate as well is just checked out of the game. Yep, Texas Tech just won against Northern Kentucky, 72-57. So that one is over. Colgate will get the inbound here. Gardner-Webb, guys, is up 26-14 against Virginia with 7:40 left to go in the first. So Colgate dribbling with the ball now. They pass it left wing of that three-point perimeter to Tucker Richardson. And just runs over a Tennessee player. No foul call. Right wing three. Colgate knocks that one down. Okay. 36-23. I like it when these games are actually close. So that's good that Colgate actually hit a three-point shot there. UC Irvine up against Kansas State, 53-51 as well. Tennessee with the ball, passing left wing of the perimeter, trying to go back to their way inside. The shot goes down, a turnaround jumper inside the low post, left side by Admiral Schofield. 38-23, Tennessee up by 15. You have a minute 57 left to go. TV timeout on the floor. Going to update you guys with the score behind the arc basketball on YouTube. Join me back. I'll be doing a very late game tonight. VCU, Central Florida. And then back in tomorrow, I think for 3 or 4 games I'll be doing as well. Maryland, LSU, Wofford, Kentucky. Florida against Michigan, Minnesota, Michigan State. Those are the games that fall on CBS tomorrow. So those are the ones that I can catch since I have cable here. But yeah, Texas Tech gets the W. Things are looking really well for the Big 12 teams as well. The Big 10 teams, all the teams in the Big 10 right now in the tournament are undefeated going in. 2 of those teams were 10 seeds, Minnesota and Iowa. Both of those teams were a 10 seed, and they both got wins in the first games of their respective days yesterday and today. Back to action here. Colgate, left corner three from the outside. Knocks that one down. Wow, a rainbow of a three-point shot. And Jordan Burns hits that one from the left corner. So they're only down by 12 currently. 38-26, Tennessee with the ball. We have a minute 20 left to go before halftime. Tennessee taking it towards that top of the key. They have it. And a steal by Colgate. 2-on-1 numbers. Pull-up jumper. Three-pointer. No good. Offensive rebound. But a foul call with 1:10 left to go. If Colgate had hit that three-point shot, I would have put this game back to double-digit points. A lot closer than everybody expected. Colgate is very well in this game, depending on one change of a possession, basically, can go through. They're only down, and there they go. That's the possession. Tennessee left the hole wide open. Colgate took it all the way to the rack and two-handed jammed it down, and Rick Barnes has something to say to his team right there for Tennessee. They just forgot how to cover as number 12 for Colgate went between a miscommunication by Tennessee and slammed it down. That's Dana Batt for Colgate with a two-handed jam. Gonna update you guys here with the score once again. 38-28 right now. Back to a 10-point game. This is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. We're currently on a commercial break. Gonna update you guys with the score of the other games going on right now. So just updated you guys here with that score. How about this, guys? Gardner-Webb leading against Virginia 28-14. So Gardner-Webb is up against Virginia 28-14. Will we see another 16 beat a 1? Possibly. Oh my goodness, this is crazy. Virginia just cannot play in tournaments. If they lose this again, oh my gosh. Goodness. Virginia just does not know how to play when it comes to the March Madness tournament. Here we are, 38-28, Tennessee with the ball. Jordan Bone passes that one off of the Vols left wing of the perimeter, back to the right wing. Bone floats it up. Jumper, good at the right elbow. Floater went down for Bone. 40-28. Colgate gets the bucket. Wow, 40-30 right there with 30 seconds left before the half. Tennessee with the ball. They're passing around. Free throw circle, kicks it back outside. Left wing three, no good. Tennessee offensive rebound, though, but a foul called with 24.9 seconds remaining before halftime. Only a 10-point game here. But here we are. A chance to make it 11 at the free throw line with Tennessee. And yes, they do. Got the friendly roll right there. 41-30. So first shot went down by Admiral Schofield. A season low 4 points before half right now. Make it 5. As he's shooting 1 for 8 from the field. 42-30. Tennessee up by 12. Colgate with a last possession here before we go into halftime. They take it past the timeline. This is Jordan Burns, the leading scorer for the Raiders at this stage of the game. Burns with 9 left, 8 left on the game clock before halftime. Burns with 5. Burns try to go inside with 3. Burns, jumper in the key, air ball. Ball goes out of bounds with 0.3 seconds left before halftime. And Colgate will get the ball back. It was last touchdown by Tennessee. So Colgate will go get the ball back here on the inbound with 0.3 seconds remaining before the half. Going to update you guys on the score just a second from now. And we'll be at halftime. 42 Tennessee, 30 Colgate. Yep, Arizona State against Buffalo coming back. Last chance. No good at the horn. We're at halftime here with Tennessee against Colgate. So that's an 11 versus 6 battle coming up 4:10 p.m. on TNT. Number 11 seeded Arizona State. They won in the play-in game against St. John's back on Wednesday. They'll take on the number 6 seed, the Buffalo Bulls. If you're new to the channel, hit that like button down below. Hit subscribe as well as I call play-by-play in the March Madness action. So stay in the know on my channel. This is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Updating you guys in the chat here what's going on. Or, updating you guys here with what's going on. Gardner Webb, a 16 seed, playing against Virginia, a number 1 seed. And the score is Gardner Webb up by 10, 30-20. Remember, a year ago, Virginia lost in the first round to UMBC. Not only did they lose by a bunch, it was the first time that a 16 has ever beat a 1. And right now, Gardner Webb's up by 10, 30-20. My name is Sal, S-A-L. So that's my name. So Ryan Johnson wanted to know my name. It's Sal, S-A-L. So just updating you guys with other scores here. UC Irvine with a 5-point lead against Kansas State, 56-51. So UC Irvine is putting on a lead against Kansas State at the moment with 6.5 minutes remaining in that game. Going to keep you guys posted on what goes on throughout the day with those games. But we're at halftime currently, Tennessee against Colgate. Let's see what's going on. Tennessee shooting the ball at 50% from the field right now. Colgate shooting the ball at 38% from the field. But Tennessee also out-rebounding Colgate 20-17. Well, usually for these channels, they usually are like have to be like appropriate in these channels or so. So I'd encourage you not to on the channel because different people see this stuff that they post, and some people might be under the age of 10 or whatever in here. So that's the only thing. But here we are at halftime between Tennessee and Colgate at the moment. Yeah, keep it family friendly on the channel, I'd say. Jordan Burns leading the way for Colgate. He has 12 points right now. The rest of his team needs to pick it up for the Raiders. Second leading scorer, Dana Batt with 8. But other than that, the leading scorer, Ivanauskis, has been held scoreless in this game. But for Tennessee currently, 10 points, Lamonte Turner leading the way. Jordan Bowden with 10. How about this, though? Virginia, this is unreal. It's happening again against Gardner Webb. 30-20 is the score. Gardner Webb with a 10-point lead up on Virginia with 4:10 left to go in the first. That is just unreal going on right now. It's just crazy. Might happen again. So it's 30-22. So Virginia did get a bucket. But this is every single time with Virginia. It's just they don't show up for the tournament every year. They lose to UMBC by like 20 points last year. Here they are losing to Gardner-Webb their first time in the March Madness tournament. It's just ridiculous. It's 30-22 right now. Gardner-Webb has the 8-point lead. Looks like one of the guys already has double-digit points before halftime for Gardner-Webb. Right now, for Virginia, they're having trouble scoring. Now, I had concerns about Virginia's lineup before the tournament started. They basically have 3 key players in there: Kyle Guy, DeAndre Hunter, and Ty Jerome. I'm looking at the scoring here. Kyle Guy's leading the way with 7 points, DeAndre Hunter with 6, Ty Jerome with 5. But Jack Saw and Keehee Clark really bring the lineup down for Virginia. Basically, both of those guys have 0. They're inside the starting lineup, but they're basically single-digit point scorers. That's the thing. They're basically single-digit point scorers. I don't get this. The ACC has not been off to a hot start in this tournament at all. Louisville losing yesterday to Minnesota. These Big Ten teams have been rolling this tournament, whereas Virginia now is in trouble against Gardner-Webb out of all the teams. I don't even know what conference that is, Gardner-Webb. I'm going to look up that conference. The Big South. They finished 3rd in the Big South in the regular season. They won the entire Big South tournament. How about this, though, is that Gardner-Webb lost against Virginia Tech 87-59 back in the season. When Virginia played Virginia Tech, Virginia crushed Virginia Tech. I don't get it. It's crazy. Seems like they just don't game plan or something. They just game plan for ACC opponents or something like that right now, and that's why Virginia is going to head into halftime probably down against Gardner-Webb. But here we are, upcoming games throughout the day. Number 11, Arizona State takes on number 6, Buffalo. That tips off at around 20 minutes from now. Number 12 seeded Oregon takes on the number 5 seed Wisconsin, 4:30. That will tip off. Number 9 seeded Washington takes on the number 8 seed Utah State. That will tip off at 6:50. Duke taking on North Dakota State at 7:10. Tonight, Georgia State against Houston, 7:20. 7:27, Liberty, Mississippi State. North Carolina plays against Iona at 9:20. UCF VCU. I'll have that stream for you guys. That'll be a late one, though, around 9:40 tonight. And then closing it out, Ohio State, Iowa State, 9:50. And actually, one more after that, St. Louis, Virginia Tech at around like 10 o'clock at night. That will tip off. So those are all the games for Friday. And then I'll be back tomorrow on Saturday with some more streams. So get ready for that on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. But yeah, just looking at the stuff here with this game going on. Gardner-Webb, Virginia. Gardner-Webb with good shot selections against Virginia, just dribbling all around them here that I'm seeing on the replay. And DJ Laster with 10 points for Gardner-Webb, 5 for 7 from the field. Jose Perez with 3 assists. And this is the first tournament appearance by Gardner-Webb, and they are winning against Virginia. And also UC Irvine at the moment is pulling away against Kansas State again, 61-56. We're at halftime here between Colgate and Tennessee. Looking at the games that went final today, there's been 3 games that's gone final. Iowa beat Cincinnati 79-72. Oklahoma put a 95 spot on the scoreboard against Ole Miss. Beat them 95-72, and Texas Tech beating Northern Kentucky 72-57. Other than that, Kansas State is down against UC Irvine at the moment. Gardner-Webb has extended that 8-point lead to 10 against Virginia, 33-23, as They're nearing halftime. It's interesting. Really interesting at the moment, all the stuff that's been going down with all these games. So this is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Like, share, subscribe to my channel as I do play-by-play of college basketball action here on my YouTube channel. So Virginia does win. They take on the winner of Oklahoma against Mississippi. Of course, Oklahoma, what they did against Ole Miss. Oh, goodness. Oklahoma could break out on that side of the bracket as a 9 seed all the way to the Sweet 16, basically. Because Gardner-Webb has an 11-point lead on Virginia at the moment. Yeah, close game. 36-27 with 2 minutes left to go between Virginia and Gardner-Webb. I'll be updating you guys throughout that basically an entire stream here of what's going on there. That is crazy with that game. DJ Laster leading the way with 10 points. But, yeah, they also have 6 points off the bench for Gardner-Webb so far in that game. Virginia just does not look good at all. Going to look at some of these team stats from Gardner-Webb against Virginia. Let's see how Virginia is performing. Gardner-Webb, 63% shooting from the field. Talk about Virginia being a good defensive team. Well, right now, Gardner-Webb is lighting them up, shooting the ball from the field. And from three-point range, Virginia came into the game top 10 in all college basketball in three-point shooting percentage. Gardner-Webb totally taking them out of the game in that perspective. Virginia shooting the ball 1 for 7 from behind the arc in this game at 14% from three-point range. Gardner-Webb's taking them out of their comfort zone. And that is why Gardner-Webb has the 9-point advantage. Also, Virginia is one of the teams that turns over the ball the fewest amount of times, but they have 8 turnovers in the game against Gardner-Webb. 8 turnovers. Gardner-Webb's turned it over 4 times right now. Such a shocker when it comes down to these games. I did not expect that at all. Not at all with these two teams, Virginia and Gardner-Webb. Also on upset alert, UC Irvine against Kansas State at the moment. UC Irvine with a 4-point lead against K-State with 3.5 left to go in that game. So, yeah, we're on this halftime break here. With Colgate and Tennessee going to get back to action momentarily here on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Hoping for a quick second half startup. Hear a lot of basketball throughout the week, guys. So, like, share, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. Wish the game was a little bit closer to half, but yeah, Colgate's played well. They put 30 on the board, except Tennessee just a better team by a long shot. Bigger, faster, stronger, all around for the Tennessee Vols. But yeah, it seems like Tennessee's not phased. That they lost by 20 against Auburn in the SEC title game because, yeah, today they came to play against Colgate in the early stages here. Of course, Zion Williamson later today. Duke going up against North Dakota State. And Virginia finally getting into the game with Gardner-Webb. I update you. 6-point game, 36-30 with 43 seconds remaining. So a couple of teams already in March Madness having difficulty against other teams in the tournament. One of them being Michigan State as they went up against Bradley yesterday, but also Virginia losing by 6 against Gardner-Webb in this game. Of course, basketball all day with a bunch of games going on throughout the day. We get to see the tallest player in all of college basketball play later. Central Florida going up against VCU, the tallest player in the NCAA Men's Division I college basketball. Taco Fall, he's 7'6". He'll be back to action later tonight to take on Virginia Commonwealth. And this game's at halftime now, so Gardner-Webb up by 6 at the half against Virginia, 36-30, as I update you guys on that now. The leading scorer for Virginia is Kyle Guy with 8 points. Virginia's been a number 1 seed for the past 3 years in the tournament. UC Irvine with 3:20 remaining up against Kansas State, 63-59. Michael Marween, the leading scorer. He has a double-double, 14 points, 11 rebounds for K-State at the moment with their 31st tournament appearance. They just cut the UC Irvine lead down to 2. So a close game there. As this is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Like, share, subscribe to my videos play-by-play to college basketball games. So yeah, that halftime's basically over for Tennessee against Colgate. Seems like halftime just dragged on for a long time between these two teams, but we'll be back to action momentarily in this one. So the key difference here in the Gardner-Webb game has been the shooting against Virginia. But for Colgate against Tennessee, Colgate not shooting the ball well at all from the field. At 38%, they're shooting from the field right now. Tennessee shooting the ball basically at their average throughout the season, 6th in all college basketball at 50% shooting from the field, and they're doing just that. What Tennessee ranks good at. This is what they do. First in the SEC in points scored per game, they already have put up 42. They average 82, so they're basically halfway there, just above the halfway point. They rank 18th in college basketball in the points scored per game. Also, Tennessee ranks 6th in college basketball in shooting percentage, right at 50%, which is what they hit at halftime. 4th in college basketball with 18.5 assists per game, and 6th in college basketball, just about 5 blocks per game. Of course, Grant Williams, Admiral Schofield, the 1-2 punch on this team with the leading scorers. Grant Williams, 1st in the SEC in points scored per game. Admiral Schofield, 5th in the SEC in points scored per game. So the 1-2 punch right there for Grant Williams, Admiral Schofield. The last game that Tennessee played, the only lone bright spot was Lamonte Turner, who had a season-high 24 points for Tennessee. Went 4 for 6 from three-point range in that game. Lamonte Turner, once again, tied for the leading scorer on Tennessee. He's got 10 points. Jordan Bowden, though, off the bench for the Vols, has 10 points as well. Turner, 2 for 5 from behind the arc shooting. And Bowden, 2 for 4 from behind the arc shooting at this stage of the game. So we're going to get back to action momentarily. Tennessee and Colgate, as this is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Hit that like button, hit subscribe as well. Play-by-play college basketball action, getting it to you right now. Let's see what else is going on in college basketball. UC Irvine extending that lead against Kansas State. Minute 25 left. UC Irvine up against K-State, 66-61. So we have an upset waiting to happen with a 13 versus 4 right now. And yeah, the reason why Barry Brown, who's the leading scorer going into this game for K-State's, only scored 5 points for the Wildcats. Of course, they're missing Dean Wade, who's the second leading scorer for K-State. This one reeks upset right now, 66-61 with 1:25 left to go. Tennessee Colgate, going to get back to action momentarily. Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube, my channel. I'll update you guys on what's going on with Colgate here as we get to it. So Colgate, the Patriot League champions, they haven't lost a game since February 2nd, which they're probably bound to today right now, but they are down at the half by 12 against Tennessee. Tennessee currently shooting the ball 50% from the field in that first half. But yeah, been quite a day of college basketball games. We got a close game. UC Irvine, Kansas State, 66-64. K-State just turned the ball over, though, so the ball will go back to UC Irvine with 41 seconds remaining. So, close game between those two teams. Might even go into overtime as well. I'll keep you updated with that score. Barry Brown has not had a good game for K-State, the leading scorer. He averages just like 15 points per game usually, but he scored, I think, only 5 today. Yeah, scored only 5 points so far. So Tennessee against Colgate, we're going to get back to action momentarily with this game. This halftime is dragged on so long, basically. So we'll get back to action when we do. If you haven't done so already, hit the like button down below. Hit subscribe as well, as I call play-by-play the college basketball games. So stay in the know here with my channel. This is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. "18 seconds and a foul called by committed by Kansas State in that game against UC Irvine. So 66-64. UC Irvine's up by 2 with 18 seconds remaining. So Colgate trying to make something out of the second half, and they are down by 12 right now against Tennessee. They played good defense early to hang in there, but at the end of the second half, Tennessee was hitting all the shots. As I update you guys with the scores going on right now in college basketball, Kansas State's in trouble. Looks like the first major upset of the tournament. Number 13, UC Irvine is up 67-64. Make it 68, guys, against Kansas State with 18 seconds remaining. So that one, a big upset for UC Irvine, possibly, if they can close it out with 18 seconds remaining. So here we are, Tennessee and Colgate getting ready to go back to action. 7 seconds remaining with UC Irvine and Kansas State. Still 68-64. UC Irvine on top. Here we are back to action here. Tennessee with the ball. They pass it right wing of the perimeter. And now they have it trying to go inside, right side, low post here. We're back to action. Tennessee with the ball. Left wing open three. Jordan Bone. No good from the outside. Offensive rebound. Put back up and in by Kyle Alexander. So a good start right there by Tennessee, up by 14. 44-30. 19:25 left to go in the second. Colgate kicking it back outside. Right wing open three. Knocked that one down by Colgate. Nice shot. Jack Ferguson hit the three-point shot. Looking like UC Irvine will pull out the W. 70-64, 7 seconds remaining in that one. Tennessee with the ball up by 11. They have it at the top of the key here with Admiral Schofield. Schofield passes it left wing to Bone. Back to Schofield. Top of the key here. Schofield dribbling right elbow. He passes that one off back to Schofield. Right elbow. No good. Rebounded by Colgate. Colgate here with a rebound as it's 44-33. Left wing in the perimeter for the Raiders. They pass it right wing of that three-point perimeter. We have an upset that just might close it out. UC Irvine beating Kansas State 70-64 with 7 seconds remaining. No good on the shot by Colgate. Rebounded by Tennessee. They put that ball inside. They try to push it. It goes out of bounds. So Colgate will get the ball back. This hasn't been like a severe blowout in this game, fortunately, which is good. Rapulous Ivanauskis as well, who comes in as the leading scorer for Colgate, has been held scoreless in this game. He averages 16 points per game. He is yet to score. 44-33, Colgate with the ball. Top of the key three. Colgate. Nice three-point shot right there. From the outside, Will Raymond knocks it down. Got some life here by Colgate. 44-36. 18:05 left to go in the second. You never know what can happen at this point. Tennessee with the ball right wing in that three-point perimeter. 18 minutes left to go in this game. Tennessee left wing of the perimeter, and they kick it back outside. Floating up a shot, no good off the top of the iron. Colgate with a rebound, as that was a missed shot there. So here we are back past the timeline. 8-point game. They feed it inside underneath the basket. No good. They couldn't finish. And yep, that one just went final. UC Irvine, the 13 seed, just upset the 4 seed, Kansas State. So Kansas State, without Dean Wade in the lineup, the second leading scorer, he was held out of the tournament with a foot injury. California Irvine and the Anteaters get their 31st win of the season and take advantage. No good on the shot by Tennessee, rebounded by Colgate. Colgate's staying in here, guys. 44-36, 17-10 left to go. And a foul called, committed on Tennessee. So 6 points by Grant Williams in a little foul trouble. 2 fouls so far. He's the leading scorer, also the leading scorer for the SEC, averaging 19 points per game. Only an 8-point game here, with 17-12 remaining. So UC Irvine just beat Kansas State. That's an upset in the tournament. Gardner Webb is beating Virginia as well, up by 6 at halftime. And Tennessee holding on to that narrow 8-point lead against Colgate at the moment. Colgate has been hitting some 3-point shots that if they do hit a couple of 3-point shots, maybe they'll get this back into it and get this a little bit closer. And then Arizona State against Buffalo just tipped off. Arizona State pulling out with a quick 4-0 lead against Buffalo. Looks like they loaded the scoreboard graphic long on the top, but yeah, 2-0 lead against Buffalo in the first minute of that game. But here we are back to action. Colgate with the inbound. They're only down by 8. Tucker Richardson passes that ball off top of the key. Will Raymond, right wing here of the perimeter, trying to dribble inside. Will Raymond underneath the bucket. Banks it home. Colgate gets the bucket. 44-38, guys. 6-point game. This is an 8-0 run in the last 2.5 minutes here for Colgate. Going to update you guys here in the chat with a score. This is closer than I thought. 44-38. Deep 3 Tennessee knocks that down. Tennessee with a response that just happened right there. Jordan Bone with a huge 3-point shot, back to a 9-point game. It's 47-38. Tennessee with a steal as well. 16-20 left to go. They feed it inside. Schofield kicks the ball back outside. Right wing of the perimeter. Bone thought about taking the 3-point shot. Back to Fulkerson into the hands. Left wing of the perimeter here to Lamonte Turner. Tennessee with the ball at the free throws. They try to go for the jumper. No good. I cannot show the screen to the game because if I do so, it's a copyright violation by YouTube. So if I do so, they'll take it down if I do that. So they'll take my account down, as that's a 3-point shot in response by Colgate. It's a 6-point game. So if I do record the screen, they take down my account on YouTube, and they'd also take down the video as well. 6-point game. Tennessee with the ball, dribbling baseline. No good. He got stuffed on the way up, but Tennessee will go to the free throw line to shoot some free throws. Hey, no problem. No worries about that. If you're new to the channel, make sure to hit that like button down below. Subscribe as well, as this is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. UC Irvine just pulled off the upset against Kansas State, 70-64. Gardner Webb's up at halftime against Virginia, 36-30. We got upsets here on March Madness, day number 2 of the first round action on Friday. And here we are. This is my second stream of the game of the day right now. The last one will be Central Florida against VCU. That's a late game tonight, and then I'll be back tomorrow with a bunch of other games. Going to update you guys right here in the chat with the score. We'll go over the box score when we're on a TV timeout right now. So 41 by Colgate, but Tennessee has the lead momentarily because they have 6 points higher at 47. So 47-41 with 15:31 left to go in the game. And the leading scorers look like this for Tennessee. 2 players right now with 10 points. Lamonte Turner, Jordan Bowden at the moment for Tennessee leading the way, 10 and 10. And then for Colgate, the leading scorer, Jordan Burns, coming off that career-high 35-point game in the Patriot League Final. He has 15 points right now for the Raiders. So they're staying very well into this game, only down by 6. Tennessee's responded with a couple of huge 3-point shots, but Colgate playing some defense there to force Tennessee to shoot below their 50% average from the field right now. But Colgate from 3-point range, that's what's keeping them in the game. They're shooting about 60% from 3-point range, even though Tennessee has the size to out-rebound Colgate 23-21 on the boards. It's been all about the 3-point shooting at this stage of the game. We got ourselves upsets brewing all over the map on this board. It was the first one, basically, the first biggest upset of the tournament. Of course, Murray State beat Marquette yesterday. That was a pretty huge defeat that Marquette suffered. But UC Irvine beat Kansas State today 70-64 in that one. Bradley played Michigan State really, really close, but Michigan State pulled it out towards the end. And Gardner-Webb's up at halftime against Virginia, 36-30. So 20 minutes of basketball already complete. Gardner-Webb, the better team. So we are on this commercial break currently between Colgate and Tennessee. So that was the first win in tournament history for UC Irvine right there. That was K-State's 31st tournament appearance, and they lost today. Dean Wade did not play in the tournament for K-State because of a foot injury. Here we are at the free throw line. Tennessee, no good. First shot at the free throw line, no good by Tennessee. Second shot, they knock it down. Now, one thing here that the key player for Colgate, the leading scorer, Rapolis Ivanauskas, struggling with his vision right now. He's out of the game. Looked like his glasses got poked as he tried to go for a rebound for one of the balls, and that's why he's not in the game right now. They really could use him. We've only got ourselves a 7-point game. Colgate has the ball, right wing of that 3-point perimeter, dribbling back with it. Jack Ferguson. He passes that one off. Jordan Burns dribbling right wing of the perimeter. Deep 3 by Burns. Oh, he lights it up from the outside. Jordan Burns. 18 points today by Burns. 6 for 9 from the field. 6 for 7 from behind the arc. It's only a 4-point game. Tennessee, no good on the shot. Colgate gets the rebound. We got ourselves a ball game, guys. 14:40 left to go. 48-44. Colgate here with the ball at the top of the key. Jordan Burns calling out the play, slowing down clock. 14:35 left to go. Dribbling right side of the perimeter, trying to go inside, kicks it back outside. Left corner 3. No good by Colgate. Rebounded by Admiral Schofield of Tennessee. If they had sunk that one, man, that would have made this a whole new game. Underneath the basket. Oh, they were underneath the basket. They should have got that one instead. They kicked it back outside. Right corner 3. Missed by Tennessee. Colgate pushing tempo. 3. Oh, it almost went in and rattled right out. No good by Burns, and we got ourselves a foul called with 14:10 left to go on the clock. Colgate hanging in there. Only a 4-point game. Timeout called on the clock. 48-44 with 14:10 left to go. Jordan Burns, he had that career-high game in the Patriot League Championship against Bucknell. Colgate beat them 94-80. He has 18 points, and Colgate also will get the inbound back. 4-point game. Colgate here with the ball. Trying to inbound it. They pass it. Right corner three. Catch and shoot. No good. Off the mark by Jordan Burns. Rebounded by Tennessee. 14 minutes left to go. Tennessee takes it past the timeline here at the top of the key. They try to take it at the free throw circle. They pass it back out. Right wing of the perimeter with Jordan Bowden. Making his way in there. Passes it back. Top of the key with Jordan Bowen. Passes. Left elbow. Schofield dribbling. Left baseline. No good. Offensive rebound. Fulkerson taken away from behind him. Colgate with the ball. Colgate showing signs of life here on the defensive end. Nice shot fake. Taking it up in the lane. And a foul called on the play. A defensive foul by Grant Williams, the leading scorer of Tennessee as well. 3 fouls by Grant Williams of Tennessee, the leading scorer in the SEC. And right now, this is only a 4-point game with 13:36 left. So Colgate gets the inbound. They have the ball. Colgate dribbling around the 3-point arc as that's into the hands of Jordan Burns, lighting up the scoreboard with 18 points today. Will Raymond making his way inside. Back to Burns. Passes. Open 3. Right wing. Knocks it down. 1-point game. Francisco Emile from the outside. Oh, my goodness. What has happened to Tennessee here? 48-47. Tennessee tries to go inside. A block by Colgate. Oh, man. 13 minutes left to go. What a game here. Colgate, open 3. 3 ball. Oh, they almost took the lead. They missed it from the outside. Hit the front part of the iron. Rebounded by Tennessee. Oh, man, what a game. 12:50 left to go. Tennessee takes it past the timeline. It's Lamonte Turner has the ball. He passes off to his teammate, Jordan Bowen, the leading point guard in the SEC when it comes to assists per game. They feed it inside, and a foul called. Committed by Colgate on the play. Oh, my goodness. It's only a 1-point game, guys. 3 balls raining down by Jordan Burns and Will Raymond from the outside. And right now, we have the 3 ball going for Colgate. They have hit 11 3-point shots out of 21 currently in this game. And without their best player on the court, which he got his glasses punched out on one of the rebounding plays. Tennessee missed the shot, rebounded by Colgate with 12:34 left to go, and a foul committed by Tennessee. This is just going haywire right now. Look at that scoreboard, 48-47 with 12:38 left to go. Colgate will get the inbound. 5 fouls in the second half already by Tennessee. If you're new to the channel, hit that like button down below. Hit subscribe as well as I do play-by-play of March Madness games. Here we are, Colgate with the ball, right wing of the perimeter. They pass it off, dribbling towards that left elbow. They pass it off again, free throw circle. They try to put it back outside. They get the ball swatted back into their hands. And once again, they do with a burst of speed. Going up and a foul called on the play. Another blocking foul called. This time, Kyle Alexander commits the foul for Tennessee. Colgate has a chance to lead this game at the free throw line. This is crazy. It didn't seem like they had any momentum going for them in that first half. We have 12:09 left to go. And a tie game at 48. This is insane. 48 even. And they take the lead, 49-48. What is up? Thank you so much for joining me back here. First lead of the game by Colgate. Tennessee in trouble. Tennessee right wing of that 3-point perimeter. I thought this game would be a blowout. Tennessee goes to the bucket. Puts it back up and in, 50-49. What a game between both of these teams. 11:35 left to go. Colgate with the ball as they are down by 1. If you're new to the channel, hit the like button down below. 3-point shot goes down, left wing by Colgate. Oh, man. Putting on a clinic from the outside. Tucker Richardson, 52-50. This is a 15 seed that has the lead. 11-15 left to go in this game. Tennessee with the ball. They have it inside the key, trying to drive there. John Fulkerson, he misses it. Rebounded by Colgate. We've seen 15 versus 2s in the past get W's. This might be another one. Florida Gulf Coast beating Georgetown in 2013. Here we are with the next one possibly. Colgate trying to dribble baseline, and a foul called on the play. Offensive foul on the charge. My bracket hasn't been doing that hot at all. It was pretty good yesterday, but I had Cincinnati. I took Cincinnati deep to the Final Four, and they just lost earlier today. I had Cincinnati and Syracuse going to the Final Four, playing against Duke and UNC. I have North Carolina winning it against Duke in the final. But yes, Syracuse lost to Baylor yesterday. Cincinnati lost to Iowa today. And then I had Kansas State going a couple rounds in my bracket as well, and they just lost to UC Irvine. So this is crazy right now, 52-50. We got Colgate with a 2-point lead. Oh, that's a sign that my girlfriend made for me a couple of years ago when I was performing, playing the drums for like a talent show or something like that. So she made me that sign. Colgate is shooting better from the floor at this moment than Tennessee. Colgate shooting 43% from the floor. Tennessee's 42%. Yeah, I actually play the drums from time to time. So yeah, growing up, I used to play the drums, and then I used to like enter talent shows and stuff playing the drums. But yeah, that's what I do sometimes in my spare time. We got upsets brewing around the board, left and right. Number 16, Gardner-Webb, up against number 1 seed Virginia, 38-36. 17 minutes left to go in that game. This game, 10:52 left. It's 52-50 Colgate. After Colgate was down by like a ton of points early on, this game has just gone absolutely haywire in this one. It's the three-pointers as I'm looking at it. Colgate shooting 12 for 22 from behind the arc at the moment in this game. 55% from three-point range. Tennessee, 5 for 18 shooting the ball from three-point range in this one. And, of course, credit to Jordan Burns of Colgate. 18 points so far for the Raiders. This would be a different game, too, if they had their leading scorer in the lineup. He is on the bench because he tried to rebound the ball, and he got his glasses punched out on the play, and he's basically seeing triple vision from now on for Rapulus Ivanauskas of Colgate, the leading scorer for this Colgate team, averaging just above 16 points per game. Third in the Patriot League for Rapulus Ivanauskas, but he's been on the bench. Really wants to get back to action, but he doesn't have another extra pair of glasses along with him to do so, as the lenses are broken, as he tried to go up for a rebound earlier in the game, and he got the lens of his glasses punched out on the play. But even without the leading scorer here, this is impressive. Jordan Burns with 18 points, 6 for 9 shooting from three-point range, and Colgate has the 2-point lead as we're nearing the halfway point of the second half. Tennessee with the ball. We're back to action. Top of the key here, John Fulkerson. He passes it off. Now right elbow backing their way inside. Jumper. Tie game at 52. Nice shot. Went down from the field right there by Tennessee. Grant Williams with 8 points right now by the Vols, and a little bit of foul trouble, though, with 3 fouls, same as Kyle Alexander. He has 3. Colgate with the ball. Top of the key here for Colgate, Jordan Burns. Burns, and looks like an offensive travel on the play committed by Colgate. So a turnover there by Colgate. We're tied up at 52. We got 10-10 left to go. Tennessee with the ball now. They take it past the timeline. Right wing of the perimeter, passing it off right elbow. Grant Williams, jumper. Oh, we got denied. Clean block by Colgate on the play. Man, they came to play today. Tied up at 52. Colgate with the ball. Burns taking it. Free throw circle and a turnover. Oh, they missed their mark on the teammate right there. They just turned it over as his teammate moved and the ball slipped out of his hands and went out of bounds. So turnover again by Colgate. Ball goes back to Tennessee. Tennessee's committed 6 fouls in the second half already. One more. Colgate's in the bonus. Tennessee with the ball at the top of the key. As this is Jordan Bone dribbling, and he passes it off. Bowden now. Trying to move inside. Nice shot right there by Bowden. Yeah, I took off both of these days for vacation days for work. I told them around 2 months ago or so that I'd take them off. So that's what I did because I have 10 vacation days a year, and I just took off 2 of them right now. I still have a bunch of vacation days left. Steal by Tennessee. Bowden takes it all the way to the rack up and slams that one down. 56-52 now. Tennessee with a 4-point lead. We have 9 minutes left to go. Colgate will try this again. Tennessee's on a 6-0 scoring run in the last minute and 40. This game is closer than basically everybody thought. What I thought as well. Making it a good stream when it's a close game like this. Wasn't like this in the first half, that's for sure. Jordan Burns with the ball. He's nailed down 6 3-point shots, passes it to the left corner, and now it's a left elbow jumper. Foul committed on the play as well. And Colgate will go to the line to shoot too. So that's a shooting foul. And Colgate has a chance to make this a 2-point game. Other games going on. Virginia's finally on top against Gardner-Webb, 42-38. And first shot at the free throw line, no good by Colgate. So that's a miss by Jack Ferguson, a 79% free throw shooter. We have 8:36 left to go. Next one, he knocks that one down. 3-point game, 56-53. Tennessee with the ball. They take it past the right side of the timeline, right corner. Grant Williams with the ball, and looks like we have a defensive foul picked up on the court by Colgate on the play with 8:28 left to go. Tennessee will inbound here. They do. They pass it right elbow of the quarterback. Right wing 3 from the outside. Tennessee, no good. Rattled out. Oh, they get the offensive rebound, though, into the hands of Jordan Bone. He sets up the offense with 8:15 left to go. Close game, 3-point game, 56-53. Colgate has stayed close with them. Not much during the first half, but the second half they got onto a huge scoring run to get back in it. Tennessee jumper in the key. Knocks that one down. 58-53. I think some of them do. I think a couple of them bet on the games as well. I think, but usually I work with a lot of the older people. Some of them don't, but some of the people do. Jumper in the key. Oh, wow. Colgate knocks that one down. They hit that one home. 58-55. What a game here between both of these teams. This is surprising that this has been so close like this. Buffalo up against Arizona State, 22-16 with 9:40 left to go before the half. Virginia up against Gardner-Webb, 42-38 with 14 and a half remaining. Tennessee dribbling baseline. The ball goes out of bounds. Tennessee tried to kick back. That one outside, and it went out of bounds. Turnover, Tennessee. Ball goes back to Colgate. Timeout on the floor. Yeah, I've told some people at work about my YouTube channel. I've got a couple of my people who's actually watched my channel, and they seem to enjoy it, so that's awesome. So, yeah, people love this. I actually had one of my friends, my best friend, John, he was on the stream yesterday doing kind of color commentary with me for 3 of the games yesterday, so that was pretty cool. So he did the color commentary on my game with me yesterday. Hopefully I can get him back for either tomorrow or Sunday as well, but Hopefully I can get him back to do some more commentary. He has a YouTube channel as well. He's big into hockey. He basically puts hockey video content basically every day. His channel, it's called Off the Wall Hockey. So if you like hockey, feel free to check that out. Give him the like button and subscribe button as well. So he does like live streams of hockey videos. When it comes to like the Stanley Cup playoffs, he'll be doing like live reaction videos of like NHL games and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool what he does. But hopefully he'll be back on my stream to do some more games. His channel is called Off the Wall Hockey. It's on YouTube. But yeah, this is close right now. Gardner-Webb against Virginia. Gonna check that score. Virginia's still up 42-38. Gardner-Webb was up at the half, 36-30. Gardner-Webb was up by 12 points at one time in that game, but Virginia's outscored GW right now 12-2 in the second half. So it's been the difference. I think Tony Bennett doesn't want that UMBC curse to happen again. He must have gave his team quite the talk at halftime, just like Tom Izzo yesterday with Aaron Henry against Bradley. As that game was basically, it was either 95% for Michigan State. It was throughout the game 95% either a tie or Michigan State was trailing Bradley. And then finally Michigan State pulled out towards the end. But right now, this is what we have in college basketball at the moment. Buffalo leading Arizona State 24-16. Virginia leading Gardner-Webb 42-38. Tennessee up against Colgate 58-55. And of course, upset happened about a half an hour ago. UC Irvine beat Kansas State 70-64. So I had no clue what I was going to even get in this game. Tennessee against Colgate, but this has been shocking. Jordan Burns 6 for 9 shooting the ball from 3-point range. He has 20 points. 36 points in the paint though by Tennessee. That's what saved them so far in this action because their leading scorer or top two leading scorers only have 8 points right now. So here we are back to action. Colgate with the ball and they're only down by 3. 2 ties, 4 lead changes. Colgate had a 2-point lead. Tennessee's been up as much as 16. Colgate under the basket with the ball, kicks it back outside. Burns, 3, top of the key, no good. Rebounded by Tennessee. Nice long arms right there with a rebound for the Vols with under 7 left to play. 58-53, 6:50 left to go. Right wing of the perimeter, Jordan Bone dribbles to the top of the key. Bone now looking to pass it off, passes it left wing. Lamonte Turner lays it up and in right there. It's a big bucket by Turner. 5-point game. 6.5 left to go. Colgate with the ball. 60-55. Colgate at the top of the key. This is Tucker Richardson trying to make his move inside now. Spin move in the key. Oh, the ball almost got stuck up there, but Tennessee gets a rebound. Almost got sliced in between that backboard and the rim towards that right corner. We do have a reach and foul called by Colgate on the play. Tennessee tried to take the ball in the lane up the court. But we have 6:11 left to go. It's only a 5-point game. Tennessee gets the inbounds. They pass it off, top of the key here. This is to Lamonte Turner. Turner puts the ball into the hands of Jordan Bone, the leading point guard in the SEC. So Bone with the ball now for Tennessee. Passes left wing of the perimeter. Turner. 3. Outside. No good. That ball is straddled upon on the rebound right there by the Colgate Raiders. They take it past the right side of the timeline into the hands of Jordan Burns. Burns dribbling towards that left wing of the perimeter. It's only a 5-point game. 5:35 left. Burns passes. Right wing open 3. Oh, he knocks it down. Colgate right there with Tucker Richardson. They are hitting three balls to keep up with Tennessee. 60-58. 5:15 left remaining. Top of the key here. Awesome. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, he's got a pretty good channel. He's almost closing in on 700 subs. Top of the key, Tennessee, no good. Offensive rebound, though. Rebounded by Tennessee. They get it back. 2-point game with 5 minutes left. Yeah, he's really good. He's been doing his channel for over a year now, but whenever the Stanley Cup playoffs comes, that's when like he gets a lot of people to tune in for his live streams. He does like live reaction videos. Jumper kicks it back outside. Tennessee nails the 3-point shots from the outside. Yeah, I integrate stats into my channel and stuff like that. I've been telling him to maybe you should like integrate stats and stuff like that. Put some energy into his content or so, because he's not the most like energetic or so, but he was great on the channel when he fed off my energy yesterday. Laid it up and in right there by Colgate. 3-point game, 63-60. Close game with 4:10 remaining. Colgate sticking right with Tennessee. Updating you guys with the score. Hit that like button down below. Subscribe to my channel as well. Top of the key, Jordan Bone passes it off. Right corner 3. Tennessee knocks it down. What a 3-point shot. 66-60. So that was a 3-point shot by Admiral Schofield. We have 3:45 remaining in this game. Colgate's only down by 6. 3, no good by Colgate. Rebounded by Tennessee. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that with the inspiration. Yeah, I've only done this channel for basically 2 months, but I'm creeping closer to 100, which is great. Which 2 months on the channel and 100. That's pretty good numbers right there. But once people start noticing me, I'll get more people in there. Just to start up, basically just follow your dreams. Do whatever you like and just follow your dreams there. So if you're considering like a sports startup or so, if you want to do like live, yeah, same here. I'm doing it as a hobby now. I think if you hit 1,000 subscribers, you can start earning money or so, depending on like the views of your video. But if you want to do sports, I'd say like big events and big teams and stuff like that. Like I noticed that I get the most views in my videos when I'm doing either like a Duke or North Carolina game, or a game that happens to be Michigan against Michigan State. So when I do those bigger teams that more fans, that there's like a huge fan base about, that it's basically like a religion for their sports, that's where I get like more people on my videos. So like North Carolina and Duke, they're crazy over basketball, which if you wanted to start out like an NFL stream, like consider doing games if you're able to have access to those games. Consider doing games that have like the NFL as a religion. Like I'm from Massachusetts. I live a half an hour away from Gillette Stadium. Everybody thinks that basically like Bill Belichick and Tom Brady basically like they're God over here. Like everybody thinks that they're like the best thing ever. For watching after, it's usually mostly live that people watch, but some people do watch after the video, and I usually get like a few subscribers after the video is posted as well. So some of the people who do miss the game, like once in a while I get like a subscriber or two after that video's been posted. So right after that video's been posted, since it went live, it always doesn't hurt anyway. The most views you'll get will be from the live stream. I've noticed that like the end of my basketball games get the most live people into the streams. Like sometimes I think the most I've got up to was like 18 to 20 people towards the end of that North Carolina against Duke game. I think I get that many people in there. But yeah, 6-point game over here. Tennessee against Colgate. We're currently on a TV timeout. I haven't been to Gillette Stadium in ages. I've only went to like a preseason game, I think back in I think like 2003 or so is when I was really, really young. Oh, it was pretty good. Yeah, I got like I think I got like 12, 13 people in there at the same time on the selection show. And the chat was going crazy. Like I couldn't keep up with the chat at all. Oh, wow, that's awesome. So Patch Jets week 17. Yeah, I was on the I was in Cape Cod at the Hampton Inn watching that game. What a blowout for that one. As we're back to action here, Tennessee with the ball, top of the key, Lamonte Turner. And they pass it off. 3-ball, top of the key. No good. Offensive rebound, Tennessee. No good. It got tipped up in the air. Rebounded by Colgate. Colgate now in the lane. Oh, what a block of stuff right there. at the rim. Huge block by Tennessee with 3:07 left to go. So Western New York, you're around that area. So yeah, I'm guessing like Albany or so. You're probably from around that area. That's pretty cool. Oh no, that's the east side. Eastern New York's Albany. Western is yeah, the Buffalo Bills. Yep. So yeah, Western New York out towards Buffalo, Niagara Falls, out towards that area. Yeah, the Eastern New York's out towards Albany, Saratoga, or so. But yeah, I've been out that way once. I went to like Niagara Falls, I think, like 12 years ago or so. But yeah, they have a pretty good racetrack out towards like that area, Watkins Glen. They do the NASCAR circuit out there. That's like the closest racetrack besides New Hampshire Motor Speedway for me. And actually the Poconos might be closer, but here we are, 3:07 left to go. Huge block by Tennessee in the last play. The Colgate, but the ball went out of bounds. Oh, wow, that's awesome. So yeah, you must be out towards that area. I think it's like Elmira in the Horseheads or something like that, like right near Watkins Glen. That's a beautiful area. I've never been there, but I've always wanted to go towards that way because that's like I think like 6.5 hours for me. That's completely awesome. I'd always like sometime I like to see a race over there at Watkins Glen. Oh wow. Yeah, but yeah, basically in that area. That's so cool though. But yeah, someday I like to go to the Glen and watch a race. Curious to know what like the seating would be to see that. And yeah, New England's absolutely great, especially in the fall. Like I go up to New Hampshire quite a bit in the fall around like Lake Winnipesaukee, like Wolfboro, that area. But yeah, I'm thinking about going to New Hampshire Motor Speedway this summer, getting tickets to see a race there. It's only like 2.5 hours away from me, and they have like a nice NASCAR museum in that like a mile from the racetrack too, which is pretty cool. But right here, 3:07 remaining in this game. So Colgate must be up towards your way over here. I think Hamilton, New York is where Colgate is located. Oh yeah, Maine's great. Yeah, I went to Maine this past summer. I went to a Portland Sea Dogs game. I live like 3 hours away from Portland. Oh, okay. So yeah, I kind of have a clue where Rochester is in New York. So I think it's kind of heading towards like Watertown or so. Watertown and like St. Lawrence. That's like way up over there. So yeah, that's towards the western part of New York. Is here we are back to action. Colgate with the ball. My girlfriend graduated from Boston University, so Colgate plays in the Patriot League against BU. Jumper in the key. Oh, they get the friendly roll right there, 66-62, as that got the bounce by Jordan Burns. Yeah, Watertown's like completely north. That's heading towards Canada, basically. But yeah, I went up to Lake Placid and Lake George like a year ago around this time, and it was like snowing at this time around like it was mid-April I went. It was like 20 degrees and snowing in Lake Placid at that time. That was crazy. Tennessee trying to go inside, and looks like Grant Williams got fouled on the play. Gonna update you guys with the score here in the chat once again. It's only a 4-point game, 66-62. .221 remaining. Tennessee at the free throw line. No good. That is the leading scorer in the SEC at the free throw line. Grant Williams. And he's an 83% free throw shooter. He just missed his first shot at the line. Second shot, here we go. Knocks that one down. 67-62. Colgate down by 5. Can they pull off the upset in the last 2:21? They have the ball. They take it past the timeline here with Jordan Burns, dropping down a career high 35 points against Bucknell in the Patriot League final, where they beat them 94-80. Burns, right wing of the perimeter, 2:05 remaining. Burns still dribbling, 13 on the shot clock, still at the right side of the perimeter. It's all Burns trying to take it inside, floats up the shot up and in. Jordan Burns doesn't need any teammates. He can do it himself. 64 by Colgate now on the board. They only have 3 points short of Tennessee's 67. We have 1:40 remaining. Tennessee with a 3-point lead. Right corner three, Schofield. The dagger right there by Admiral Schofield. Hits the 3-point shot from the right corner, 70-64. Admiral Schofield did that against Gonzaga too back in non-conference play. Back-to-back 3-pointers to pull ahead and get the W, and that was a huge one there with 1:25 left. 1:15, no good by Colgate, blocked by Tennessee. Slowing down tempo, 1:10. I think I usually put around like an hour or so in prep work for like a game. Usually, so because I have to go on ESPN.com to find some stats over here. Usually do like free throw shooting percentages, who that team has played in other games, stuff like that. I also create my own thumbnails. Another 3-pointer goes down by Admiral Schofield from the right corner. Schofield with 17. I think this one will be a Tennessee W right now. Admiral Schofield with back-to-back 3-point shots from the same location for Tennessee. And also I have to learn how to pronounce all the players' names, basically. So that takes time as well. I have to go on to either YouTube and look at like basketball videos of them, or I have to go to like pronouncenames.com and see some stuff, because some of the names are like tough to pronounce. Like when I print out my stats, I usually go onto one of the college stats sites, and it comes with like the full box here with stats, and I organize it by number, so it goes down from like 0, 1, 2. So I have it all set by number or so, and then it has like the hometown of the player, the high school they went to, and then like the points scored per game, rebounds per game, assists per game. And then I look up stuff like if they're like top 5 in the conference in this, top 5 in the conference in that, if they're top 5 in college basketball and something as well. And then there's something else that you can look at the stats as the team on ESPN.com to see if they're like top 50 in all college basketball. But yeah, it's a lot of work, but it's absolutely awesome to do. Top of the key three, Jordan Burns. Oh, he knocks it down. So we're not done yet. 73-67 off the Burns 3. This game's been Jordan Burns basically for Colgate. If they could only have their leading scorer, Rapolis Ivanauskas, play in the game right now, but he did go up for a rebound earlier and his glasses shattered on the play. So he didn't have an extra pair of glasses. So the poor kid, Ivanauskas, really wanted to get back on the court, but he couldn't because he didn't have that extra pair of glasses. But right now, yeah, Colgate staying in it, 73-67. They're going to have to foul shortly, and this game's going to come down to free throws at the charity stripe. Yeah, this game was actually pretty much... I was surprised how close this game happened to be. But yeah, it's definitely worth the time to do. If you have like extra hours towards the end of your night, like after work or so, like me, like feel free to spend this like doing what you love, watching sports, talking about sports. And after like each and every stream, you get like more people into your stream like each and every time or so. And then there's a couple of the people I know really, really well. So they do the same thing as me. So I join them when they do live streams, and then they point other people out that they have subscribers into my channel. So it's absolutely awesome to do. But here we are, 35.7 seconds remaining. Yeah, it's a good opportunity too to get to know some people like all over the world. Basically, Tennessee with the ball, they get it past the double team, and Colgate has to foul. They do with 29.6. So Tennessee will shoot shots at the free throw line. They'll shoot the 1-and-1 since they're in the bonus. Yeah, I was possibly thinking about that starting like something social media, Instagram, Twitter, or so. I have a Facebook that I do spread the word out to like the local people out there about my channel as well. First shot at the free throw line, knocks that one down for Tennessee. We got 29.6 seconds left. It's 74-67. Tennessee will shoot their second shot at the free throw line. And they bury that one as well, 75-67. So Colgate with Rapulus Ivanauskis. It's unfortunate that the leading scorer didn't get to play much today. Left wing three, no good by Colgate. Offensive rebound, 17 seconds remaining. No good. Hit the front part of the iron. And a foul as Tennessee gets the rebound with 14.8 left. So I think this one's basically in the bag on this game. We have 14.8 seconds remaining. But what a great season for Colgate. 24 wins this season. They haven't been into the tournament since 1996. They beat Bucknell, the defending Patriot League champs, who's won the past two seasons before this. They beat Bucknell 94-80 in the Patriot League final. It's tough. Patriot League teams going up against powerhouse teams like the SEC, the Big Ten, ACC, teams like this. It's a lot to ask for and stuff like that. But Colgate hung in there with one of the power teams in the country, Tennessee, for quite a bit of time. It looks like Tennessee is going to get the W here. And, yeah, over time, this is just going to hopefully spread throughout the whole region. I got three ball from the outside. Oh, he knocked it down by Colgate, but there's 3 seconds left on the clock, 77-70. I like the fight in this team, though. Like the fight by Colgate. 32 points today by Jordan Burns, but this one is just concluded. Tennessee with a 7-point victory, but Colgate really made something out of that. I am so glad I did the stream of this game. Same as Michigan State against Bradley yesterday. Didn't stream that game, but I saw a little bit of that one. They made the most of it in that game. Same as Vermont. Vermont against Florida State. That was close as well throughout the majority, but this one has just gone final. Tennessee with a 7-point victory against Colgate. If you're new to the channel, hit the like button down below. Subscribe as well. So I will be back later tonight. I'll be doing, it's a late game. I'll tip off around like 9:50 tonight. Central Florida against VCU will be my next game later tonight around like 9:50, 10 o'clock at night. I have that scheduled in my stream, and then I'll be back tomorrow. Maryland against LSU, 12:10 p.m. Eastern Time. Wofford against Kentucky in there at 2:45. Florida against Michigan tomorrow, and Minnesota against Michigan State. So plenty of basketball tomorrow, and I got a couple of the bigger programs in there as well. So plenty of basketball tomorrow and Sunday as well. So what is up? Back to my channel is Midwest Sports number 3. Thank you so much for joining me. He's back on my channel here. Thank you so much, guys, in the chat. As I'll be back later tonight, late game, Central Florida against VCU, but Tennessee pulling out the 7-point victory against Colgate. Colgate did outscore Tennessee in the second half, 40-35, but look at this guy. I love the fight of Colgate, though, in this game. Jordan Burns had 32 points scored by Colgate today, but this has been another presentation of Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining me here. I'll be back later tonight, Central Florida, going up against VCU. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a nice day.